Good afternoon to those in Europe and good morning to those in the US. So just a quick recap of what we've seen. We've seen the early optimism on the back of Spain saying they will request a bailout for their banking system. That has waned slightly. We have seen moves to the downside in terms of European and US stock markets and futures as well, and we've seen moves to the upside in terms of fixed income markets. We've also seen Eurodollar just paring back some of the overnight gains, however still in some positive territory. Now, it has been relatively quiet apart from this. However, adding to the pessimism coming back into the markets, we did see analysis from IFR Markets. They said that if the ESM provides a Spanish banking bailout, this could trigger CDSs. This is because the ESM provides legal subordination and is not voluntary. So just adding to some uncertainty back in the markets there. Now, apart from that, it has been relatively quiet and looks to continue to be relatively thin today. Not much on the calendar, but we do have several Fed speakers. So just to take a quick preview of that, at 5 o'clock London time, so 11 in Chicago, we've got both Fed's Lockhart and Williams. And then at 11 PM, so after the Wall Street close, we've got Fed's Pianalto on the wires. So these all have a relatively dovish stance, all voters as well on the FOMC. But just a recap of what we've seen out of Fed speakers in recent times. Last week did see the well-anticipated Bernanke testimony on the economy. Did disappoint the market somewhat. He did say the Fed are prepared to act, however refrained from giving any more details. The markets were looking for any sort of hint of QE3 there. Said that the Fed would act if the US economy did worsen due to the Eurozone debt crisis, and the main question now is whether economic growth is going to be dented by that and whether they'll be able to lower the jobless rate. Now, out of Lockhart, who is due to speak this afternoon, he did say that the many options remain open to the Fed, not taking anything off the table, and an extension of Operation Twist is definitely possible. So that expires at the end of this month, so any more commentary on that would be key this afternoon. But apart from that, again, remains pretty thin. So Fed's Lockhart and Williams due on the wires at 5 London, again relatively dovish, and voters, and then Pianalto aftermarket at 11 PM London time. But for the time being, that's enough from me. We'll have a little wrap up for you at the Wall Street close, but in the meantime, have yourself a great trading day.